especially if you're going to be in especially, I think I'm going insane.
I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Staying Salty, Season 3. I can't believe it's already Season 3. I feel like we just started this whole video series like yesterday. But if you've never been here before, my name's Chelsea. Ow, that hurt. My name's Chelsea. And if you can't tell by the lovely decor around me, I'm in the hospital. Lovely part of living with cystic fibrosis. But unfortunately, that means I know a pretty good amount about today's topic, which is packing for the hospital, what to bring, and things like that. And I just did that. So I just have so much knowledge. If you can't tell by how I look, my hair, and the fact that I'm going slightly crazy at this point, I'm on day 15 in the hospital, and I'm leaving tomorrow, thank God, because I think if I stay in any longer, I'm going to go straight on cuckoo. But this time I was literally just about to celebrate my 1-year anniversary of no IV antibiotics, no hospitalizations, which is so great because I worked this whole year so hard on doing exercise, bettering my health and everything, and it worked so well. I got up to 50% for my FEV1s, but got a virus, got sick. Wintertime, like a lot of CFers know, is not a fun time for us. And I ended up just getting sick, and I wasn't about to sit at home and wait and see if it got better, because it's about to be the holidays, and I'm very proactive about my health and everything. So I said, why not? And got in the hospital, got my IVs, my lovely IVs, all hooked up, and 15 days later, I'm ready to go home, back to normal, feeling great. So with that, like I said, I already know a pretty good amount of what to bring, especially since it's fresh in my mind. So I thought I'd share with you, obviously not everything to bring for a hospitalization, but kind of some of the little tips and tricks that help me when I come in the hospital. So number 1 is kind of strange, but earplugs. I need earplugs. And no one ever told me this before I started coming into hospitals or anything like that, but I'm a super light sleeper, and when people come in the middle of the night, I wake up every time. So without those, I would get 0 sleep throughout the night. So if you're like me and you're just starting to get into like being hospitalized or having to go in and out of the hospital, that is a savior. So definitely invest in those. Second for me is comfy clothes. I'm not going to show you, but I'm wearing sweatpants, I have comfy t-shirts, everything like that just makes it so much more like home. And instead of wearing a hospital gown, I have a little duffel bag over there that I brought essentially 2 weeks of pajama clothes and just comfy clothes that I can lay in bed, walk around the hospital. Kind of makes me feel like I'm less of a hospital patient and more just myself. I usually wear t-shirts and tank tops like this just because it's easier to get to my port, easier for the port to hang out of instead of t-shirts that are up to here. But honestly, anything that's comfy for you will make you feel more at home, just make you feel a lot better while you're in the hospital away from home, because it's already a rather uncomfortable experience, as many of us know. Number 3 is pretty self-explanatory, but pillows. Lots of pillows and blankets, because the pillows in the hospital, I don't know if anyone works in the hospital, but they suck. They need to revamp them. The ones here are half plastic and they're just no. And sleeping at night, especially if you're going to be here for an extended amount of time, you need something to be comfy and make you feel at home, and just something you can snuggle up at the end of the night and not feel like you're in a hospital. So that is a big must for me. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, things to entertain you. I know for me, I get so bored, and I can only watch so much reality TV because I don't have cable at home, but reality TV only makes it so far. So I bring my computer, I bring everything like that, Netflix, Hulu, everything you can imagine. And I also brought, well, actually, my boyfriend's mom sent me a coloring book and pencils to keep me occupied. Thank you, Mindy. That's helped tremendously, just keep my mind kind of occupied. I'm also studying to do my yoga teacher training, so I brought yoga flashcards, I brought books, pretty much anything to kind of just keep me occupied and not stare at the blank wall and go insane. So whatever you like to do, color, TV, movies, games, anything like that, I think is a must, just to keep your mind occupied and feel like you're not slowly going insane in the hospital. Let's see. Another thing is bring anything that won't make it feel like you're in a hospital. I have flowers over here. My friend Amanda that you saw in one of my other videos, she actually got me one of those, not a candle, but one of those little scented things with the gel in it. Either way, it smells like Christmas, and every time a nurse has come in here, they're like, why does your room smell like Christmas? I'm like, but it doesn't smell like hospital. So try and make it seem less like a hospital room and more just, comfy, inviting, and it won't feel quite as horrible even though you're in the hospital. And I think the last tip, no, I have 2 more tips. Sorry. Like I said, I'm going insane. Or can be. Medications like this, especially, the only one that I'm on is Orkambi, but hospitals don't carry this. And I know I didn't know this at first, and thankfully someone told me before I was in the hospital that you have to bring these with you. And pretty much every hospital, they don't carry this normally, so unless you bring it, they're not going to give it to you. So if you plan to go in the hospital at all and you're on Orkambi, be sure to remember to bring it or have someone bring it, because this is something you don't want to be without if you're on it. I think the last thing that I wanted to say was toiletries, especially with my port, really gross. I definitely don't take full showers. I take the little imitation showers, the little giant handy wipes that they give you to attempt to shower your body, which kind of work, kind of don't work. But once a week when they do change my port, de-access me, or take the dressing off and everything, I take a full shower and essentially sit in the shower for maybe a half hour. But I bring my own toiletries and things like that so that I kind of feel like I'm just more myself. I feel clean, because if you've been in the hospital, the things that they give you, they don't help. They make my hair like string, and it's just gross, and I won't be able to get a brush through it. So to try and make it just seem a little bit better for you, and make kind of once a week, I just like to feel refreshed, and I get that over with, and it feels so much better afterwards to just feel clean and feel more like myself, knowing I actually did my normal routine like I would at home. And in the meantime, for girls, I don't know about guys. Maybe guys, you can use this too. Dry shampoo. If I don't have dry shampoo, I would be a gross grease ball in the hospital. But the dry shampoo helps so much just to keep my hair not disgusting. In between, the times that I actually can take a shower, and that's a must for me. And I don't feel like I'm offending anyone because I don't smell, or who knows. It's so gross. But that's hospital life sometimes. Unfortunately, it's part of CF. It's part of being a CFer, dealing with it. But like this entire video is about, it doesn't have to be as bad if you plan, and you plan accordingly. Pack what you need, pack what's going to make your entire hospitalization better, and try and make you happy while you're getting better. Because you already feel sick, you already feel gross, you already don't feel like yourself. So anything that you can bring to the hospital that makes you feel just a little bit better about yourself, a little bit better, about your surroundings and more comfortable, that's the best thing that you can do. And whatever that could be for you, like maybe a blanket, a stuffed animal, pictures. I know people who bring Christmas lights. What did someone else bring? Someone else brought aromatherapy stuff. Anything that you can bring that's going to make you feel comfortable, do that. Especially if you're going to be in especially, I think I'm going insane. Especially if you're going to be in here for 15, 14 longer days like I am, it's really worth it. It's worth feeling comfortable. It's worth feeling at home. And it's worth feeling like yourself. So with all of that, remember, buy earplugs. Be sure to keep subscribing, keep watching our videos. I really hope this helped a little bit, even though a lot of us CFers do dread going in the hospital, me included. Hopefully these tips can make it a little bit more bearable. And for everyone out there, just know we all have to do it. I know I'm always super positive and I seem super, super healthy, but I'm not. I'm a CFer just like everyone else. I get sick, my lung function goes down, and I come in here and I fight my hardest, get it back up, and get back to my normal life. It's part of being a CFer and it's part of living with it, and it sucks. But if you have the right outlook and if you have the right people around you and if you plan accordingly, especially hospitalizations, they don't have to be as bad as they really are. So I hope you can take some of my tips. I hope they make your next hospitalization a little bit easier. So comment, post anything down below. If you have any questions, comments, if you have any tips or anything that I didn't mention, put that down below so people can read. Always reach out. I'll put my info in the description box. And with all of that, I will see you next time. I will not be in the hospital. Thank God for that. Where will I be? I'll be in Vail for Christmas. So I'll show you all the pretty snow and pretty lights and everything like that. So until next week, all right, I will see you all later. Bye.